Okay, ready to go. Now, Earth's winged chimeras. Chimera is very interesting, and we have to look at that carefully. I don't, my whole system has gone awry, unfortunately, and I'm getting huge print when I shouldn't have it at all, and it's
Oh,
very strange. Anyway, we want to look at this line because this is not an easy line, and not an
mm,
easy two lines to think about. So let's see first the line before that. Our souls accept what our blind thoughts refuse. And
yeah.
the reason for this is that our blind thoughts are in this lower section, and there is no higher consciousness in the section of matter, life, and mind. Even the greatest,
Okay.
even the greatest minds of the world, unless they can get into the spiritual range or realm of things, they're just getting this information from the universe. It's
Okay.
even the genius is receiving something from the universe, uh, but not in the higher realms of consciousness. So our thoughts are basically useless.
Hmm.
Interesting, huh? But even
Yes.
though our thoughts refuse because they're blind, our souls accept them.
Hmm.
See, that's so interesting. Now, Earth's winged chimeras. A
Oh, flying
chimera
horses.
is, pardon?
Oh, is it flying horses? Because it's winged chimeras.
You'll have to speak a little closer to the microphone. What was
Oh,
your question?
no, Narad, sir. That's fine. I mean, I was just, it was my wild guess. That's fine.
So, a chimera is a mythological creature. It was a
Okay.
fire breathing creature, and it
Oh,
had a lion's head and a goat's body, and
oh,
a serpent's tail. So,
oh.
it's a mythological fire breathing creature, and they call it a creature of the imagination, but I'm not too sure that it wasn't there, because how could things be there described if they were not real? So they're
Mm-hmm.
real to a certain sense or a certain consciousness. So Earth's winged chimeras, these winged monsters, fire breathing monsters, on Earth they are monsters, but in
Hmm.
heaven they are truth's horses. And now we get the understanding, even what our blind thoughts refuse.
Okay.
These chimeras on Earth, these mythological fire breathing monsters on Earth, are actually truth steeds, truth horses in heaven.
Okay.
Steeds are horses, huh?
Okay.
Good. Now,
The impossible God's sign of things to be.
please say
But
that again. I interrupted you.
okay. Um,
The impossible.
okay. The impossible God's sign of things to be.
Uh, of course, we cannot see because we don't have that vision. And so we say things are impossible. But
Hmm.
Sri Aurobindo says, no, it's a God's sign of things that are going to happen.
Okay.
See, the impossible is God's sign of things to be, things to happen. It's very
Right.
important, huh? Very important.
It's
Because
very.
because the moment we say something is impossible, it means that there's a future possibility.
Hmm.
Because because God is in everything.
Right.
Are you
Yes.
okay with that line?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Very good. Okay,
Um,
now
I'll
um,
read that.
let's
Mhm.
go to the next two lines.
Sure.
Also, full stop.
Okay. But few can look beyond the present state or overleap these matted hedge of sense.
Now, matted here, mat,
Matted. Okay. Okay.
matted, like a mat, huh?
Matted. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Like
a
a mat.
mat. Okay.
Okay.
And Sri Aurobindo says now that few can even look beyond this present state
Uh-huh.
because you would have to be clairvoyant.
Hmm.
Look beyond this present state. You would have to be able to have the third eye, as they call it.
The
To
Trikala
be
Drushti?
yes, because
Okay.
because otherwise, do we know what's going to happen tomorrow or in the
No.
next hour?
No.
Okay, few can look beyond the present state
Hmm.
or overleap. In other words, overleap
Mm-hmm.
but a matted hedge of senses. Now, we know what a hedge is.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what a hedge is? I'll,
So
I'll,
head.
I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
When we have certain shrubs that are very densely compact with their foliage and their
Hmm.
branches, we
Mm-hmm.
can then cut them into shapes.
Hmm.
And if we want to make a, a hedge that prevents people from getting in, we prune it in the shape of a rectangle.
Hmm.
And now you've seen those hedges, I'm sure, in India.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so few can look beyond this present state or even overleap. In other words, leap over this hedge of sense. And it's
Hmm.
not only a hedge, but it's matted, it's very
Mm-hmm.
tight hedge of sense. So,
Mm-hmm.
matted actually, the definition um, is entangled in a thick mass or covered with dense growth. So
Okay.
that's matted, and then hedge we've already discussed. So now, just in those few lines, we have we have learned so much already, and
Yeah.
it's only been 10 minutes.
Yes. There's a lot of depth here.
A lot of depth, yes.
Mhm.
So we'll continue now.
Sure.
All
All that transpires on earth and all beyond are parts of an illimitable plan. The one keeps in his heart and knows alone.
again, so much to discuss here.
Yeah.
Ah, when things transpire, that means they come about, they happen, they occur. So
Mhm.
all that happens or occurs or transpires on earth, and then look at this very important phrase, and all beyond earth. So
Mhm.
the Divine Mother is in charge of all the planets and all the galaxies and all the things that they're finding now that science never knew. Mother already has created them.
Wow.
She's the Divine Mother. She's the
Yes.
Supreme Shakti. So what they're discovering now, and they have to change all their understanding of science, it doesn't mean anything. Mother's already done all of that. And what is that that transpires on earth and everything beyond? They are parts of an illimitable, in other words, boundless plan. The
Okay.
boundless plan, the one, and notice that he capitalizes one. The
Mm-hmm.
one keeps in his heart, oh, how beautiful, and knows alone. So only God knows
Oh, the one
about,
is the God.
about this plan, and He keeps
Mm-hmm.
that everything that happens, everything that occurs, are all parts of this plan. It's illimitable. It's not limitable. it's boundless. And still the one, the Lord, the divine, the Purushottama, keeps in his heart, and only he knows it and knows alone. So we have now even more to.
So, Narad sir, just one curious question here. So, in the lines above, it says, "But a few can look beyond the present state." So, are those few who can look, who have that Trikala Drishti, can also view parts of this boundless plan? Or,
Yes,
okay,
yes, absolutely. And one of them was certainly Nolini.
okay,
You also believe Pavitra.
uh-huh,
I would say Nolini and Pavitra were the two who could leap beyond this
uh-huh,
and see into the future Trikala Dristi.
okay,
Uh, yeah. And Aurobindo Basu, I would add also.
okay.
So
I don't know
those
if I
three,
told you about Iyer uncle, who had seen mother at Churchgate. So he also has that sense of seeing in the future.
yes, yes,
Yes,
very
yeah,
important. Huh? So he
yes,
has that occult eye, or that third
yes,
eye, we can call it,
yes, yes.
that
And
can
he
see.
says, this mother tells me, mother tells me. He'll never say I can see it. He'll always say mother tells me. It is mother's blessing.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's
Sure.
continue on now.
Okay. Our outward happenings have their seed within, and even this random fate that imitates chance, the mass of unintelligible results, are the dumb graph of truths that work unseen. The laws of the unknown create the known.
Ah, this is going to be quite a bit to go through. It's
Mhm.
very, very important. Huh?
Yeah.
So, our outward happenings, what we do outside of our soul, in
Mhm.
our lower consciousness of body, life, and mind,
Mhm.
have their seed within. That
Mhm.
seed within is part of our past lives.
Right.
They have determined what we are and are going to be in this life.
Yes.
So, but then Sri Aurobindo wants us to know that even this random fate that imitates chance. So, a random fate is a fate that is without any definite plan or arrangement.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And of course, we know about chance and we know about fate because we've covered them many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, even this mass of unintelligible results. Wow. What is this mass of unintelligible results? We don't know when a typhoon is coming.
Mm.
We don't know when a tsunami is coming.
Yeah.
We don't know when a mountain is going to erupt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mass of unintelligible results.
Mm.
But what is that mass? It's the silent, the dumb graph. In other words, it's laid out, it's predestined, of
Mm.
truths that work unseen. So these truths are working things out because any time that there is a destruction, at the same moment, Shilpa, there's a
Mm.
creation.
Wow.
You cannot separate it.
Mm-hmm.
So destruction, creation, destruction, creation. And
Mm.
very, very important. So these are this mass of unintelligible results are the dumb graph of truths that are working unseen. Now, then he's going to tell us finally what all this means. It
Oh,
means that the laws of the unknown create the known. And see, he finalizes it like that. And he
so
capitalizes unknown. The laws of the unknown. The laws change as we rise in consciousness. For example, if you're in the higher state, the second state, higher mind, illumined, intuitive mind, morality is not the morality that it is here. Falsehood is not the falsehood that we see here. And this
right.
is why Buddha and Shankara have said that this is an illusion down here.
Hmm.
It's not real. And why not, since we've united ourselves with the divine, stay there in that divine consciousness and see all of this as a play of falsehood and illusion, and we don't have anything to do with it because we've merged with the divine. But Sri Aurobindo doesn't agree with that. He says, no, the earth has been created for the divine, and the earth has to become divine. And if we don't come back after we've had that realization, then why did we come at all? Why
Hmm.
did we take birth at all?
Yeah.
I got you
But
thinking.
Narad sir, I have one question here. So in our transactional world, we always come across, falsehood or misrepresentation or uh, so how do you deal in the transactional world when you're dealing with people who are not at that conscious level? I mean, there's always falsehood that you see.
Very, very true. Very true. The way you deal with it is with calm and compassion,
Okay.
but you don't react to it. You never
Okay.
react to negativity. We shouldn't
Okay.
react to hatred, to violence, or anything. One time, Aurobindo Basu said to me, if you see a man who's fallen on the curb and he's dying, the best thing you can do for him is be silent and invoke Mother. Wow.
Oh.
In other words, the Good Samaritan will come and help the man, take him to a hospital, get the police, call 911. But what we have to do is
Hmm.
invoke the Divine Mother. Because if
Okay.
she's going to take that soul, she knows that that's the time for that soul to go. And if she doesn't want that soul to go yet and it has more work, then he'll be taken by others, taken to a hospital, and healed. But the work that we have to do is in total silence, invoking the Mother for this soul that has fallen. Ah,
Okay.
it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
we've
you,
got
Narad sir.
so much tonight, so I'd like you to read the whole thing because I have to
Sure.
get to my 5 minute time.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Earth's winged chimeras are truth's steeds in heaven, the impossible God's sign of things to be. But few can look beyond the present state or overleap this matted hedge of sins. All that transpires on earth and all beyond are parts of an illimitable plan. The one keeps in his heart and knows alone. Our outward happenings have their seed within, and even this random fate that imitates chance, this mass of unintelligible results, are the dumb graphs of truths that work unseen. The laws of the unknown create the known.
Absolutely excellent reading. Really one of the best ever. And
Thank you, Narad.
I feel perhaps that maybe taking a little more time and going deeper into each line has gone into your consciousness and you were able to express it beautifully. Wonderful.
No, that's it. All because of you. Once I get the underlining meaning clear, it becomes very easy for me. I
Very,
almost feel I meet mother when when you come and guide me. So it's a different feeling, Narad sir. Thank you for enlightening me in my life. And if I have another life, please be there for my guidance. Thank you, Narad sir.
namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.